of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Super way up. Get your weight up. Put your plate up. You a foreign. We at war. And I got all the hallelujah. Talladega. Baby Jesus. In the flesh. Come and get it. And I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me watch you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play.
Out of my way.
Get out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan. His guys, losers of 2 straight, and now in danger of falling to 500 despite that 3-0 start to the season. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft, what an unlikely story to get to that spot. A 0-star recruit out of high school, University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 19 carries, 86 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders have recovered. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Raiders hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and 6. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready. Hut.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured. How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
3 plus Cowboy 80. Ready.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Extra point, Carlson up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Titans nothing.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach is going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 48-yard line.
Pollard, they'll take it up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. To throw, here's Ward. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
At the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Raheem Mostert. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Myers. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Cougar night.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready? Gravity Lions. Rampo 80.
Alert three.
Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Right there, baby. Viking 18. 6.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
18-yard line.
Rampo 80. 18. Pioneer.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the RPO will keep it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Ward now working out of the gun. That's dumped off to Pollard. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
To throw is Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Titans first down. A gain of 15.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, Ward. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second down at 6 now from the 42. On play action, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
On the play.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Titans first down. First and 10.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tyree Wilson getting back there in a hurry and handing him a loss. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
It's complete to Lockett. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Tony Pollard, 36 yards. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Liking 18. Go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This drive here beginning. Probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Play action now. Ward. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
2nd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Ward. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
4th down.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Raiders take over.
Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. And the Raider first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Dorian Williams.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now back to throw. Able to find the open there. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Las Vegas.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 6-yard line.
Ready up.
Here's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. from inside the 5.
Let's go now. Ready?
And he's going to use his legs here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quick. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. In Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Anthony Richardson. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Colts get just their second win of the season. They improve to 2-4. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the former Tar Heel back in the Tar Heel state, Javonte Williams. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And it's the veteran Baker Mayfield. He had it going. This, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Bucs improve to 6-0. They keep rolling with another victory. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raiders offense and Raheem Mostert making their way out. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Ready?
third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And the defense closes quickly there. They get maybe a yard to the 33.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Cole now on the punt, and he sends this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Ward. He'll try and do this himself. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. That's good for a Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard
This is where the
line.
NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
13 more yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Throw out wide is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. And even 40 yards.
A gain of 40 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 or about the 4. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing is Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And it's a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Titans 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Back to 60.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
2nd and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 16
A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
First down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Be ready.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
They'll set up to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here we go.
To throw, here's Ward. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Open man right side is Sharp. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Titans first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Titans.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane put in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. In motion, the tight end. Ward from the gun on third down. And down he goes. Brought down on the other side. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And it's 4th down.
Obviously, the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Dorsett on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On the set. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 16 more on that one and another first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Draymond Jones.
At the 40.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Crackle 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's another.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 39 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Raiders 28.
That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Ward. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So going 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
They go play action with Ward. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
On the ready.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
To second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Those INTs all sting. Maybe throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
75 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go, here we go. Gravity Lions. Ready, go.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On play action, Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. To throw is Ward. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
18 Cardinal, 8.
Ward to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught by Myers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Raiders are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, this is blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And the Titans getting set to go. Well, they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Ward. And Sharp calls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Ward. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Throwing is Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ward to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Ward. That's once again complete to Chark. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chigakonkwo, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline now for the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score.
So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Back. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here we go, here we go. Panthers. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
On the ready.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready, set.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60 Bison.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Titans first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
32 yards. That's another Titans first down.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Ward. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Josh Wiley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a bit closer. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Raiders.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
28.
And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Jacoby Myers. He was absolutely electric. This one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Raiders are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the 2,000-yard rusher from a year ago, Saquon Barkley. He gets the ball, and we have liftoff. He has cleared the tower, and he's gone. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Baker Mayfield, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Buccaneers are hot. They improved to 6-0 with the win here. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men that been in jail before, whoa, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You going poke the dog with some bum, alright, they go to click, now I'm 1-1, all over some dump, ain't that some, it's remind me of clubs, every time you come around it's like, I just gotta get my, and I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else, and we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue, or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you, tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church, preacher telling the truth and it hurts, y'all gon' make me lose my mind, up in here, y'all gon' make me go all out, up in here, y'all gon' make me act a fool, up in here, y'all gon' make me lose my cool, up in here, off the chain, I leave soft in the brain, still want the fame, off the name, first of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me, and you ain't strong enough, so whatever it is you, they got you thinking that you Superman, I got